My first car was a red 1995 Toyota 4Runner. My dad got it for me a couple weeks before senior prom, when all I wanted was to buy a prom dress. I didn't have a driver's license or even a permit then, but my dad got it for me as if to say, now you have a car, so you have to start driving. Didn't exactly work, but at least I'm driving now. I really liked that car. In fact, we actually still have it in our garage. It was big, so it made me feel powerful, and it made me feel cool. Also, it was red, so that's an extra point, because we all know red cars are cooler, and they go faster. That's a fact. Sadly, that car had an oil leak, so my dad told me that I should look for a new one. He was gonna pay for the new one, of course, since he got me that one, and my dad's just a saint. So I started looking for cars, and took a while, but I finally found one that I liked that was good enough in price for my dad to be willing to pay for it. It was a 2004 black Honda Element. Best car ever. Honestly, amazing. Most spacious car ever, and it was an SUV, which I liked because I like bigger cars. They make me feel safer, but it wasn't so big that it was ugly. We got it from a mechanic who was honestly a little bit too honest, and he was telling us all the things that were wrong with it, but he also was a pretty good salesman because we bought it from him, and it was in really good condition anyways, and I really appreciated having it. It was awesome, honestly. Such a great car. So if I really liked that car so much, why is this video about my new car? Well, that beautiful Honda Element, I crashed it. It was honestly such a stupid accident, and I am not proud of it, but it's kind of funny if you know the story, although it's kind of not really because I crashed my car. Luckily, I was totally fine, but my car was not. My biggest frustrations after that were the fact that I was gonna have to buy a new car, and all of my plans were going to be ruined because I would have to spend all my money on getting another car. But before we completely gave up, my dad tried to look and see how much it would be to fix it. Unfortunately, it was gonna be anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000, and that would be just a bad idea because we bought that car for about $3,500. So alas, I had to say farewell to my beautiful Honda Element. We tried looking around online and seeing how much we could get for it, and the most we could find was like $700. So my dad told me to put it on Craigslist for $1,000 or best offer and see what happens. I did it assuming we were gonna get less than $1,000, but we got $1,200. So I kind of think we sold it for too cheap because we got so many phone calls and guys were fighting over it, but oh well, we can't change it now. We sold it for $1,200, better than $700. Anyways, I was back to the stressful task of looking for another car in my budget. This time I was gonna have to pay for it, of course, because I'm an idiot and I crashed mine. But my dad offered to give me his car and he would buy a new one for himself. Now, he had already offered me this when I was looking for cars the first time around, before I got the Honda Element. But I didn't want his car, so I kept looking and I found that car. But this time, although it took me a couple days to make the final decision and realize that it's just a smarter decision to keep his car, I said yes. So here we are in a white 2010 Honda Fit. It's a small car, which isn't my favorite because it doesn't make me feel very safe, but it also means that it's very gas efficient. And it has everything I need and more. It has a radio and aux input. It has air conditioning. I can roll down the windows. I can roll up the windows. It only has 151,000 miles. It's only ever had one owner besides me, which was my dad, because he bought this car brand spanking new in 2011. Which honestly, Dad, what the heck? Why would you buy a new car? But well, you know what? Thank you. I could have never found a car this good within my budget, so I don't know why it took me so long to decide to keep this. And although I do really miss my Honda Element, It doesn't matter. Honestly, cars are just material goods. I don't need one. Really need one? No. Do I need one? Yes, but do I need one? No. At the end of the day, no matter what car I have a car and I can drive it.